I'm going to give you 5 genius comebacks for toxic coworkers so that you won't go blank when they try to take you off guard by saying insulting things like,
I don't pay you to have an opinion. I pay you to do what I tell you to do.
If, for example, I'm going to give you a moment of silence before I speak to you, it might be something like this. Mark, I like to use a simple, I understand, do you understand, phrase. Regarding nonverbal communication skills in the workplace, one of the most effective strategies for work is silence. And that means before I respond to you, for example, let's say that I'm wearing my glasses, I love to use props. Remember that props in communication are fantastic because not only can you deliver a message using them, they give you things to do with your hands. It helps our confidence. It gives us a moment to think, and it sends a very clear message. Mark. See, when you talk about intimacy, that tends to get people shaken in their boots like, what? We're not going there. You and I do not share that level of intimacy that you have assumed to be speaking to me that way. Because, see, people like you and me who are on a purely professional relationship basis, we don't talk to one another that way. I'm surprised you don't know that. I'm concerned that you don't understand that. So I understand why I'm here, what I'm paid for. That's not my concern. My concern is that you evidently do not understand that you and I do not share the type of intimacy, the type of intimate relationship that would permit you to speak to me on that level. Do you understand that? I'm going to let you know. Hey, just so that you know, there's a difference between professional, unprofessional, and intimate conversation. To be able to say that, I have to be able to say I have maintained a professional relationship and professional communication since the day I started until now. If you cannot say that, then you're breaking the rules. And once you break the rules,
you're doomed.
Remember to get a free copy of the first chapter of the rules. There's a link in the description below so you can get an edge on those who do not know what the rules are. Because communication at work is a game. If you do not know what the rules are, you can't ever expect to win it. Remember, it is not about you one-upping them. It is not about them at all. They have nothing to do with this. This is about you. And it's about an opportunity for you to showcase your polished professional skills and to turn this into a powerful moment that reestablishes you as an indispensable team member with priceless communication skills if you decide that that's what this is going to be. It's all up to you. Every difficult person who throws an insult at you at work can either be a difficult challenge for you to overcome or an opportunity for you to shine and reestablish yourself as that savvy, powerful professional. It all depends on who you decide to be in that moment with that person. That's it. It's simple. It takes a little bit of practice, and I will stick with you until you get it. Because in the end, this type of communication, this loving communication, it's going to be the most empowering thing you can possibly do for you and everyone there. There's nothing that you have to say that you can't say in a loving way. And treating somebody with dignity and respect, regardless of how they're treating you, is one of the most loving things you can do and one of the most effective things you can possibly do when it comes to retraining them how to treat you. So when they say things like,
it's not rocket science.
I don't know about rockets, but I do know about website development. That's what my specialty is. That's why I'm here. And I know that if the two of us can work together as team members, we can bring this project to a successful conclusion. So what do you say we do that? You and me. When you're improving your communication skills, you have to keep in mind what the goal is. When I'm engaged in those types of critical conversations, my goal is not simply to feed my ego and know that I won. My goal is to change your behavior. And that's going to take a lot of different skills. Number one, watch your body language. Instead of leaning back or leaning forward in an aggressive stance, I want to make sure that my head always stays straight, that it doesn't tilt to the side, that I maintain eye contact, but not the wide, crazy eyes, and not constant eye contact. I'm going to keep my body language engaged with you. I'm going to keep my tone friendly. And this type of response for insults at work is more than just a snappy comeback. It is a message saying, I know my worth. I know my skills, and I won't be undermined. I won't be belittled, and I certainly won't give my power away just because I don't know how to deal with toxic coworkers. That's amateur stuff, and I'm not an amateur. And so, evidently, whoever you're looking up to has not shown you this yet. So I'll show it to you today. That's so much better than a quick comeback. What that's doing is letting that other person know, I won't be diminished. I won't be belittled. I won't be dismissed here at work. And you certainly won't take my power because I don't react to the things that you say. I'm going to maintain who I am and my dignity throughout this entire exchange. So, as the professional that I am, I'm going to, instead of trying to drag you down as you just did to me, I'm going to try to pull you up to where I am, into the light, because that's just who I am. See how that goes?